Hi guys, okay, so today over on Channel Mum, this week we are talking about baby names. Now my daughters are 6 and 4, so I haven't been thinking about baby names for quite some time now. However, my sister is pregnant, as you might have seen on our gender reveal video, and we have been talking baby names for her. So I thought I would let you know how I came to choose my daughter's names and and maybe give you some ideas, some advice on names. So my daughter's names are Brooke, who is 6, and Texas. So Brooke is probably more common, although not massively common here in the UK, not hugely common. But it's certainly a known name, whereas Texas is not. And when we named our daughter Texas, it was kind of a split. Some people hated it and some people loved it. I found younger people were much more receptive to the name Texas, whereas the older generation, maybe my parents and above, were like, it took them a while to get used to it. The names that we had, when we found out I was pregnant the first time with Brooke, we were quite into alliteration. So my married surname is Blair, although my stage name, I guess from acting, is Matthews, my work name. But Blair, so we were looking at B's. And so we came up with Brooke. Brooke was one that we were going through the B names, as you do. I quite liked Bailey. Bailey was quite a one that was I liked for a girl. But we kept going B, and then we got Brooke, and I think you know when you've got the right name because you just keep coming back to it and going Brooke Blair, Brooke Blair. That sounds nice. And if she was a boy, although I'm not as fond of this now, because we didn't do it with our second one, but if she was a boy, we quite like Devon. I'm not sure I like that now, but we quite, I don't know. I think it was D's. We like Dylan's, Devon's. We were looking at stuff like that. And for both, we kind of, because we didn't know what we were having, so we were like, we wanted the girl name to be a strong name. You know, you put so much sort of pressure on a name, don't you? And if somebody you know has that name and your partner comes up with it and you maybe don't like that person, it's like just not even going to happen, is it? So yeah, for the first one, for Brooke, it was fairly straightforward. We had the two names. For the second one, I think we got braver because neither me or my husband like things that are that typical. Like we don't really, we go to our own beat, you know, we just do things our own way. So I think with the second one, we were like, let's just do whatever, like we actually like really like put it out there. Like we love the name Brooke, but it's still safer. It's a lovely name. But so with Texas, I had been looking at place names, obviously. I was even looking at street names. So I had a map of like local area and I was going through street names to get ideas. I was looking at surnames and I was thinking that could be a cool first name, you know, like that could be a thing. With my married name being Blair, Blair itself is actually a name, isn't it? So we were looking through, you know, surnames and place names. And when I saw Texas, I just thought, that'd be such a cool name. That'd be a real rock star sort of name. Yeah, we kept coming back to it. And my husband, for a boy, he really loved Xavi. There's Xavi Alonso footballers and stuff like that as well. So Xavi, I guess Xavi would be Spanish, wouldn't it? Or Xavier, however many different pronunciations. But Xavi was what we looked at. So they both had X's in them. And we didn't tell anybody at all. We didn't tell anybody what we were going to call either time. And the reason for that, and if you are pregnant and you haven't quite thought of your name yet, I would massively advise you don't tell people. And the reason being is that you will tell them and, you know, a lot of people will go at your name that you like. And then it might put doubt in your mind, or they've told you they don't like your kid's name when it might be the name that you do pick. Where if you just go, this is Texas, people just have to be nice. And they just go, okay. Actually, when we phoned my mum afterwards, she went, well, I can't say I like it, was her first comment. She does now. But yeah, and I asked Texas yesterday if she liked her name, and she was going to do a video, but she said she didn't fancy it. So I asked Texas, and she said she loves her name, but she likes to be called her nickname, which is Texie Mexie, or her full nickname, which only I really call her, which is Texie Mexie Moo Moo, which she sometimes makes people at nursery call her. I think she thinks it's her actual name, Texie Mexie Moo Moo, but I just call her that because I'm a mum, and it's the kind of thing mums do. So yeah, we have a lot of nicknames in this house with their names: Texie Mexie, Texie, Tex Mex, Brookie, Brookie Cookie, Brooke, Brooke the Cook, Cookie, Cooks. Yeah, that's how it goes. So yeah, you also have to think about what your child's name will rhyme with, and what they may get called, because yeah, people give nicknames as well. My sister has named her baby that is still in her stomach. She's having a little girl, and my grandma, who passed away in the end of this year. The months are going by quick. My grandma died, and my grandma was desperate for this name, and I didn't like it, but I like the shortened version, so bear with me before I slag off my sister's baby name. My grandma loved Francesca. I like the name Francesca. I don't hate the name Francesca. I just didn't think it would suit my kids. But my sister's going to call the baby Francesca, which is a pretty name. But the baby's going to get Frankie, which is like super cool. I think that's a really cool name. So Frankie is the baby's name, and I think that was nice. And she doesn't need to have a boy's name, because she's having a girl. But do you know what? At the end of the day, a child will grow into their name, and I just think whatever name you come up with, there's always going to be somebody with an opinion on it. Even me. Goodness me. I've got opinions. And you just have to do what you like. And if your kid hates their name when they get older, they can change it. It's not the end of the world. It's fun. It's a name. So yeah, have a look. That's how I got mine. Street names, place names, surnames. That's what I was looking at. And do you know what? These days, people really don't care. We've got all different kinds of names in our family that I think are really nice. We've just had a baby Archie, but his full name is Archibald. We've got Carter in our family. We've got, what are the cool names around us? Vogue. One of my friends' names is Vogue. It sounds a bit rubbish in my accent though. Vogue. Vogue. Like the magazine Vogue. Yeah, there's some really quirky, fun, lovely names out there, and you can just make a word up and make it a name, because that is the magical world that we live in. So go and do it, and comment on your baby names below, and make sure to head over to Channel Mum, which I will link up below if you are looking for baby names, because people are talking baby names all week and they're giving out some ideas. So if you're stuck, that is the place to head to. Speak to you all soon.